You know what the car is, right?
Yeah, she knows where the car is at.
So when she called, so when he started going to San Lorenzo, I said, oh my God. You know, he's taking me to this farm. I said it myself, you know. So we got to town, and then he left town, and he kept winding around those mountains. Oh my God, you know.
Yeah, that road up there is crazy.
So when we got to the front gate, there was no gate, you know, everything was dirt for there.
Yeah.
I got out of the car and I looked and I said, my God, you gotta let that on because in case they, you know. I said, what a beautiful place this is. And I was talking to his cousin. He was an older guy, about 74. And I asked him how much you asking for the farm. He told me 110,000. But then I just gave him my telephone number. I didn't say anything. And then I spent the whole day over there.
Yeah?
Yeah, right. We got the living room. He had a big, long table there. He had a ripe avocado. You could pick the avocado you want to eat, and you know, waste it, you know. So we left and thanked him. That one time in Chicago, you know, I got thinking, I said, man, that's a good investment over there. And your grandma went with Yvette to the store shopping. I said, so I called the guy. I asked him, still selling that farm? He said, at first I thanked him, you know, for the good time I had. I said, you selling the farm still? I said, hey, I got a contract on it right now, he said. So he said, I said, how much did you accept for that farm? He said 90,000. So then I told him before I hang up, if this guy don't get the money to buy the farm, I give you $90,000 cash. I'll pay the closing costs, yours and mine. Everything will be, you know, for any. It took about a year to clear all the title because his kids were kind of bad guys, and they, even though everything was done in the court, but he didn't bother to take the records off the court, and it was showing. So my attorney had to clear them out.
So you did it the right way and got the title and everything?
Yeah. I got the title. You have to have the, what they call it, it's the title, and it got two steps that you gotta have it, because a lot of guys, if they don't have those two steps, it's on the title, you know. You would have problems when you try to sell it. So Ignacio, you know, Pastor Ignacio's brother-in-law, he was an attorney. He did the work for me. Did a good job.
His kids were trying to stop it.
Huh?
His kids were trying to make it harder than it had to be.
No. Everything came out good, you know. Nobody bothered anything. So when it got ready to close, I called the guy. I told him, we're ready to close, you know. I have signed a contract with him, you know. I have given $5,000, you know.
Deposit?
Yeah. I told him, listen, if you still want to change your mind, you still got time, you know. So he said, oh, no, you come. So I came with Pastor Lopez and your grandma, and we went to Rio Piedra. But I told the guy, when you go over there, make sure you bring a younger son with you. You know?
Yeah.
Because I don't want anybody to be pointing out that I took advantage of an old guy, you know. So we went over there, then he explained everything, and when he was going to sign, I put my hands on top of his head before he signed. If you want to change your mind, you can still do it. He said, no. He signed up and I gave him 90,000. You know. I guess when he went out shopping, he found out that the property was worth more, because he one time I was by the pig pen over there one time. he came like, we came to spend some time there 6 months later. He came in walking down there. He didn't even greet me or anything. He said, I came to buy my farm back. I gave it to you. I said, you didn't give it to me. You were asking the same price that you were giving it to the other guy. You couldn't get the money. You know, I'm not selling it back now. You know, I gave you 2 chances, remember? To change your mind. You didn't. I didn't know about the value of land over here in Puerto Rico. You should have known more than me. So he just turned around and walked out. He never talked to me again. But you know, when he died, I went to his wake.
Yeah.
And look at his nephew. You know, the way I fixes my car.
Uh-huh.
He does it. He treated me really nice. That's how it works, you know.
You did the right thing. Everyone's gonna have buyers for more.
But you know, it's a strange thing because when I be over there growing up in Chicago, I always look at the Puerto Rico map, and I always look at the Yunque, the area of the Yunque. That's the only part that I look. And look, I end up living.
You ended up looking at Yunque. Every time you go outside, we see Yunque.
Yeah, are you imagine that?
That's crazy.
That's weird,
right?
eh?
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah.
So that's how I ended up over there.
The plan is when I'm older.
I got nobody over there, you know. When you know, I don't have no family, and I didn't know anybody in that town, you know.
Except for Pedro and Maria.
Pedro, Maribel.
Maribel. Yeah, Pedro and Maribel.
Yeah, but I didn't know them either.
Oh, you just hadn't known them yet?
I met at the time I bought the bread. When I bought the bread at the box of, I bought a box of.
Back windows too.
You know, so let me turn it off. I'm gonna have to buy some. So I met them later, you know, when I took in a loaf of bread and a box of mixed candy, you know. And I told them, I'm your new neighbor, you know. And giving the bread and a box of candy. People were looking at us like, what these crazy people come from? Yeah.
Yeah.
In about a month's time, I knew everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
So
that land
not
is a
only
blessing.
that, Pedro and Maribel used to live down in the house, you know, and close to the house, so they keep an eye on it.
Yep, exactly. And they have the most beautiful daughters.
Yeah, they were little daughters.
They were small. I remember those girls were teenagers. Now they're women, but they're still so beautiful.
You know that the one that is married to the guy from Calle. The guy is big now and fat. He looks kind of like you. You know, he was
big and fat.
He was shape. He was in shape when he first met him. His father was really nice. I used to go to their house with Pedro, and as a fact, he said he wanted to see you when you came.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tita went to.
Is Aileen's husband?
Yeah.
I miss Aileen. Aileen's a good woman.
And you know what? When they had this, they were giving out food, and they run a big church, and they travel to all over the world, like missionary, and they would send me a box of food.
Good. Good.
But your grandma is, you know, like me. I don't like to take the people that really don't have anything. But that's for the people that don't have anything. But your grandma, she grab everything.
Well, you know, Grandpa, you are, I hate to say it, you were wealthy, but now you are an 80-year-old retiree on a fixed income. And all your money's tied up in real estate. It's not...
but I got enough, I got enough to buy the things. My medications are free.
Yeah.
You know, through the Medicare of the state over there. So, you know, if I have, what do you say, but your grandmother said, see it, that I made the right choice by moving over here, because what expense have I got? The electricity is about $100, and the water, you know.
That's not
Because
bad.
your mother, your grandma is always overwatering the plant, wasting money, you know.
Who cares? You
No,
only
okay.
live so long. What's
Yeah.
more important, that $5 you spent watering or her life?
So that's
Wow, that's coming down hard.
I told you it was going to rain.
Yeah, you ain't lying, Grandpa. Oh, and I hope it goes away soon or those girls are gonna get wet. A good thing we came back with the groceries already.
Yeah, and we did everything on time. I
Yeah.
told you it was going to rain.
Yeah, you really did.
I thought it was going to start last time. So, you know, but it was good. You know, my father, you know, he made a wise choice.
Yo, he did. The whole family. You got police, you got lawyers, you got business owners, you got millionaires, you got all types of success that started.
Yeah, but the millionaires, like, you know, all the billionaires, they get, most of them, they get rich by bribes and illicit money. You know, you don't want that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm not.
I don't want to. That's why I left the company. You know?
Yeah.
You know, I was really a fan. I was beginning to talk like Jennifer Gonzalez. I could hardly talk. You know? I was a fan.
I remember you used to come back and sit on that lazy boy, and then I would sit on you, and Grandma would serve you dinner.
Yeah.
You were so tired, and you always came back and
And
you
then I
smelled like
had
the
to
factories.
go back again to the company. And your grandma had a car going around with the friends and having a great time. She was mad when I told her I was selling, you know.
Yeah.
She said she didn't want to. She didn't want to come to Puerto Rico, you know.
Yeah.
And you know how I convinced her,
How?
Sully?
How?
I told her, well, if you don't want to go, well, I can't blame you if you don't want to go. I cannot make you go. So what we do, we'll sell everything. You take half, I take half, and just stay here and I go. You know?
Yeah.
The next day I came from work, she was making the luggage.
Start packing.
But you know, but it was nice. You know, when she was here, she was. We didn't know nobody in this town, no family, no one.
Yeah.
When I bought that farm and I came to spend a couple of weeks with Tita, I spent about 2.5 hours looking for the farm. I couldn't find it.
Yeah. No one can find that farm unless you know where you're looking.
Yeah, well, I was never, you know. This guy, they want to be first. They're supposed to wait till I go. You know?
I want to be further.
And I went back to Caguas and I told her, you know, this farm that you guys helped me buy, I can't find it. They were laughing their head off. Then they brought me here. But you know, you didn't have any, you know, the expressway they have to San Lorenzo, you didn't have that then.
No?
No.
It didn't go to San Lorenzo yet. I remember they were building it.
They wasn't even working on it. You know?
Yeah.
So when they built that up,
It used to take so long to get here.
yeah.
It takes, now you can do it in 40 minutes.
So, you know, but you know, sometimes that's the way things work. You know?
Yeah.
This guy didn't
Don't use turn
sometimes they
signals.
go that way. You gotta be careful, you know.
You guys are ridiculous.
Some guys will signal, you know, going that way. Some don't. You don't want to take a chance. You know? It's crazy Puerto Ricans.
A lot of people that live on this mountain never got their license, or they definitely don't have insurance. They just
No, they don't. Look at the Cuco's grandkids. They're driving about 70 miles an hour on the side of the road over there. That's what I tell you. You gotta be careful. And honk the horn. You know, like when you go over the slope like that, you can't
So
see.
Carmen's kids grew up and now have cars?
Carmen's kids are too small.
Okay, it's other kids?
Cuco's grandkids.
Oh, okay.
You know that Cuco's daughter Wanda,
Yeah.
and she got a bullet slung inside the brain. She was looking in the jail. Couldn't
my.
get it out.
That's crazy. How did that happen?
Well, she was going with one of these crazy guys, and I guess they were where this crazy guy lived, and I guess he must have a bad reputation because some guy came around with a gun and bang, 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 bang in the house, and she got it on the head.
Wow.
Yeah. Over here, you gotta be careful. You know, you don't know people. People will shoot you. They carry guns. This guy is late to work. Yeah. It's late to work. They're going 40, and this guy gotta go. You know.
That was me in the Jeep. By the end, before I left, I was so good on that Jeep, Grandpa. I could get down from this mountain in 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's no good.
It's no good.
It's not
Do you remember that? Do you remember that New Year's that I had
You
my?
know, yeah, when I'm driving easy today, and your mother said me, you drive like a nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. She called me when I be here. Sometimes she called me, and sometimes I just leave the telephone because she get really mad at me when I get home.
Yeah, you should always take the phone with you, Grandpa.
Before the phones, we go everywhere without taking the telephone.
Yeah, it's true. But now we have telephones.
You get the bad news real quick.
You get the bad news.
Before you get the bad news, take a long time.
That's
Right?
one way to look at it, yeah.
That's the way it was.
Yep.
Now somebody died in Chicago, you know right away. Before, yeah, you know like maybe 2 days later.
Yeah.
She falls and she needs to come help
And
her.
Yeah, what if you have the only car and you're far away and you're the only one that can come for emergency help? You need to have, now that you're both old, you have to be responsible. If she falls and you're out here getting an oil change and Hector can't get a hold of you or anything, you know?
Your mother has a telephone. I don't even call her when I'm here. When I call her to she needs anything else, and she doesn't answer the phone.
Yeah, she doesn't really understand
So
how to work that
I
thing.
stopped calling. You know.
Yeah. Well, we'll fix that today.
She leaves the phone. Sometimes I can't even find the telephone. That's why when you call, I just say, "Well, I don't answer the phone." Well,
No, you guys
your
told
grandma take all the telephones. When you sent the telephone and came, she said, "This is mine." All right.